Hello, I'm Sister Mary Ann Pajakowski. I'm a Sister of the Holy Cross, and I'm happy to share some of my thoughts with you on a Catholic social teaching focusing on solidarity. What solidarity means to me is accompaniment. And I feel that that's such a need for some of our fringe populations that are on the fringe because we put them there or because of things like poverty or exclusion, migration, and how important it is for us to be there with folks who have experienced this and wake up every morning to deal with the consequences of it. I think one of the first awarenesses I had about solidarity was because I'm Polish, Lech Walesa and Solidarność, which was a wonderful political alliance that worked and made me aware of the more universal application of what it means to be in solidarity and changed my definition of it to be a very positive outreach to people. I work with mainly children of first and second generation immigrants in Utah. And I try in the programs with Holy Cross Ministries to fulfill our mission of accompanying people in their desire and their hard work for what is a good life that we all are really gifted with by God in God's loving creation of us. There are many things that walking with people and staying with them for years and for generations can teach us and gift us with. One thing I think is an enduring sense of their own hope that they share, their own commitment to life, their own realization of their dependence on God to get them through many difficult situations that would seem very daunting to the rest of us. An example of this was after a meeting on immigration in which one of our attorneys tried to clarify what makes you eligible for future status or residency, and what would really work against you. And we do this not only to give people opportunity, but to let them know if they really have no status, that they should know that, and so they wouldn't be taken advantage of by people who would take their money and promise them things. And after the meeting, one of the women came up and we were talking, and she said, "Sister, I'm not eligible for anything. I'm going to keep trying. And she says, I'm going to talk to everybody I can. I'm just going to keep trying." And I thought, we've just finished this meeting saying you have no chance. But in her eyes, it was not, maybe that was true, but she was going to keep trying. And I thought that kind of commitment, that kind of hope, that kind of enthusiasm is just so refreshing. And it just reminds us of our human condition that we share, that we look to that, we look to hope. Another wonderful story that really taught me what it is that we do was in our after-school program, which we housed at St. Mary's in Park City. And we were standing around just talking while the kids were getting ready to leave. And Aniceto Armandaris, who's one of our staff members, outreach worker and after-school coordinator, had a soccer team, a pickup soccer team in the after-school program. And he would practice and always call them champions, campeones, and that was his term for them. And so one of the boys was standing there watching us, and just standing there, and so Aniceto said, "Oh, campeone, do you want to talk to us? Do you have something you want to say?" And he said, "Yeah." And what he said to us was, "You seem like you like to be with us." And it just stopped us in our tracks. And that message of wanting to be with someone who feels maybe like that isn't in other parts of their life or acceptance in US society. But here we looked like, and we look like we want to be with him. So Aniceto said, "Oh, of course, Campione, we love you. We are so glad you come every day, and this is wonderful," and gave him a hug. And but that just stopped us in our tracks and thought, that's why we're here. The programs are good, and Holy Cross Ministries takes special care to run good programs. And staff them well and do that piece of it. But our mission is that of being with people that God puts in our path. And God does that every day. And I think we just need to pay attention to that and to listen, and then to use our voices, because many times folks don't have voices that are heard, or they're afraid to use them. And there are just wonderful treasures in what God gifts us with every day.